Happy end of the season, everybody. Phoenix is going to be over in about 7 hours. We're going to get the new Big in Japan series starting. And I didn't make this video last month because last month I didn't make it to Infinite on my free-to-play account. But this month I did. I should have came out last month and said the problems that I did have with making it to Infinite, how it was a little bit disheartening, but when I thought about it this month, I think one of the things that prevented me from getting to Infinite on my free-to-play account was Conquest was very interesting, and I wanted to do great in Conquest mode. And I couldn't do that, and on two accounts, because I have this account and then I have my paid account, and also get to Infinite on both accounts. It was, before you do Conquest, work hard, get your Infinite, and then you could just play Conquest. But I didn't get to do that last month. I didn't handle it properly, and I didn't make Infinite last month. But this month, I did. So you can see that I am Infinite here. Just to show you, I did not buy the Season Pass either. If you look at my card backs for it, let me switch that one, sure. Here's the Infinite card back for it. I didn't get last season, which is sad for me, but not the worst. And the big question is, like, what is the decks that someone who is free-to-play used? This is the deck that I used to get from 90 to Infinite, the Dracula discard deck. Nebula was in here, but I was having a problem where if a lane was locked down before I could actually put anything in there, such as if it was Stormed or if it was like Sanctum Sanctorum or something else. I couldn't do anything, so I threw Nightcrawler in there instead. And he's been doing great. Moon Knight's been doing pretty good, although I think maybe I might switch him out for Nakia. But this brought me to 92 to 100. The reason I say 92 is because I dropped down to 92 from like 96, which sucked. So what is the deck that got me to 96 to begin with? It started off with this Master Ronin deck. I love Ronin. I did this after I got Master Mold. It's a card I always wanted, but I wasn't going to spend 6,000 or 3,000 tokens on him. I was able to pull him. Ronin was one of the first cards I got in this account for Series 3. So it's like, finally, I could do this. I also got Stegron. Stegron's great. I always kind of want to put him back in there, but the reason I took him out for this deck is for Shang-Chi, because I wasn't... Decks last month started to get really, really strong and really powerful. They had these high power cards, and it was just so hard to compete with these like Zola, Venom, Null decks that you had going on. It was crazy. This was able to still do pretty well, and Shang-Chi definitely helped out a lot with it. So why is this important to know? The longer a game goes on, the more they have to try to do to keep the players' interest. Keep the game still enticing, fun to play, and also find a good balance between getting people's money, because this is a company and they have to make money somehow, and making it so you don't have to actually spend money. Because once it gets to a complete pay to win, then it's almost like an all or nothing thing. Because once you need a little money to start to win a game, it really is going to turn out who can spend the most money to win in a game. Like Diablo Immortal was kind of like that, where people were spending tons of money. But it's very important to know that you don't have to spend money to get to Infinite in this game, and you don't even need many of the cards. I am missing, these are all the cards I do not have, and I was able to get Infinite. I am missing 54 cards in this on this account, including the illustrious Baron Mordo. Very sad I don't have him, obviously, as we all are. Missing 54 cards, not paying anything, and still getting Infinite is really relieving. I think that shows a great balance in this game, that despite some of the choices that they've recently made, like Spotlight Caches, which I do want to talk about, because it's like what feels good as a free-to-play player, and then what really hurts as a free-to-play player. But just being able to get to Infinite is very good, and I saw other people on Twitter or X, whatever it is now, and Reddit, people who say they're free to play and they got to Infinite. That's great. It shows the game is nice and healthy. So what are the struggles that a free to play player actually does go through in this? Obviously, it's you watch these videos, and I can't always make the decks that these people have. They're creators. They have almost all the cards, and it's all just like, this deck will eat cubes, and this is the newest cube stealing deck. And I can't steal cubes because I don't have all these brand new cards. So that always is a little bit hurting. So you see that somebody is infinite. You watch this video, infinite person, free to play. How do you do it? How do you get to where these other people are getting to infinite rank and they're not spending money on the game? There's a good amount that goes into it, like learning your deck, making sure you have a great deck. There's card synergy. But despite all these big lessons, there's one lesson that sometimes you may not really fully understand. But I promise you, you master this, you will gain ranks. And that's learning when to snap and when to retreat. It's great being able to figure out when, what card combos the opponent might do. What are the possible plays that might happen? But knowing and understanding when snapping is good and when retreating is better, you will gain ranks in this game. Just think of this. You play 5 games. You retreat for 4 of those games when you're only losing 1 cube. The opponent snaps, and you're like, I don't really have what I need to win. I don't have my big combo at the end. I'm going to retreat. You're down 4 cubes. That 5th game, though, everything is lining up right. They snap, you snap back, and you get an 8 cube win. You're up 4 cubes. 4 cubes with a 20% win rate. If you played every game, 5 games to full, and nobody snaps, and you win 2 games, you're down 6 cubes. Because think of it, you lose 2 cubes from your first loss, second loss, third loss, fourth loss. And then you win 1 game without snapping. 6 cubes is what you're down. I'm using finger math to help with this, right? Let's just say you do it the other way. Game 1, you retreat. You're down 1 cube. Game 2, you retreat. You're down 2 cubes. Game 3, you're down another cube. Game 4, you retreat. You're down a 4th cube. Game 5, 8 cube win. You are up 4 cubes. All this loss, gone. Back. That'll show you how you can play this game, lose most of the time, and still get to infinite. You don't have to have the better deck. You have to be the smarter player and know when to take your risks. I'm probably going to make a video about and record some more gameplay showing parts where do you snap or do you retreat? That's the biggest lesson I have, guys. Have a great time. Good luck in this next season in Big in Japan. There's a lot of great things going on. You can get to infinite without spending money in this game. I know you guys can do it. Like, subscribe. I hate saying that, but the more people who interact with this video, it'll get me a little bit more motivated, and I will share more of my gameplay and my experiences with this game. Do whatever I can to help you guys get to infinite as well. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys next time.